evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now McKinnon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, Moore eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
13!
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Flush to his right. It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. A dump down to McKinnon. Past the 20. Still going. They give him a gain of 38. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man in the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Rosen will throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Rosen now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Lets it go for Nelson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
21.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised. They decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now Ward to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Ward now, operating from the gun. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jalen Richard. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
On play action, Rosen sliding out of the pocket. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action here with Rosen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get it up the middle. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio!
To throw is Ward. Going to throw again. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Ward. Throwing again. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. To the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The speedster, Dante Pettis, back deep to return. And taken right at the 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Boom, 90.
From the shotgun, it's Roach. Forced out to his left. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be third and 13.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Here again is McKinnon. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's McKinnon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now it's Breida. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Watch time, watch time! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Ward off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ricky Seals-Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Rosen on 1st and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
Good! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Over! Watch you now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 46 yards. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Moore flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Ward throwing on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kindici able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Ward now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go deep. Ohio! 56! Mike, 56! Watch the run. Flex round! Flex round!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to walk. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Ohio. Ohio.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. McKinnon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
56. Mike 56. Flex round. Flex round.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tough.
David Johnson on his way. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
They'll roll him out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round. Flex round.
To throw is Ward. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Here's Ward. On 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Ward looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught for a touchdown. Hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun. Moore steps away. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Now Ward operating from the gun. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Looking to throw. Ward flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
Here we go.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first carry for their fullback. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check three. Hot.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Arizona, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on